Hello guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to yet another video. Today we are back ranking the championship fans for the upcoming 22-23 season. Before we get into this, make sure to drop a big like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts as we go through this video and let me show you how this video is going to work. At the top we've got the elite category, the very good fans, the solid fans, the fans that I think are meh, and all the 24 teams are scattered across the bottom. I've got to put them into this tier list. Let's start with Sunderland, who've just come up, and nice and easy, elite. Sunderland are a massive fan base. I don't even know how they were in League One. Obviously things weren't great on the pitch, but now things are looking better and their fans are definitely going to buy into that. Even in League One they got massive numbers at home and on the road, and you can't deny it. Sunderland are going to be very noisy and very passionate this season, being back in the Championship, and I think their fans could be the difference for them this season. It could bump them up a couple of places because those fans are something else. Next up, Rotherham United, who've also just come up. I think when you're comparing fan bases here, I'm sorry Rotherham, I'm going to slide you into meh. I've said before, Rotherham, obviously congratulations on getting promoted, and the fans that do go, fair play to them, because, you know, there's some real loyal fans at Rotherham United, and I'm not trying to take anything away from them, but we're comparing some pretty big fan bases here, so Rotherham are going to go in meh. Their ground doesn't hold too many. I think it's the second smallest in the division. And on the road, I suppose they can be pretty decent, but I'm putting them in meh. Next up, Sheffield United, also going in elite. Sheffield United, some of the best fans, especially last season as well. Honestly, they came to my ground, brought about 4,000, consistently getting some of the best numbers at home last season, if not the best. Bramall Lane is one of my favourite grounds, and their fans are so passionate, and they're so loud as well, singing Greasy Chip Butty and everything. Just really passionate. I love their fans. Really, really good. Next up, Wigan Athletic. I'm going to put them in solid. Probably one of the fan bases I've seen the least out of all of these. They've just come up from League One. I think I have to probably wait to make a better judgment, but I have seen them once. I'm going to put them in solid. I feel like just coming up, there'll be a bit of a buzz at Wigan, so I think they could do well. They could stay up, and I think their fans will be quite important to them at home and on the road. So Wigan are going in solid. Next up, Blackburn Rovers. Where am I putting Blackburn? Do you know what was tricky for me last season with Blackburn? I didn't think their fans were great when I went to their place. But when their fans came to our place, I thought they were quite good. So it's between very good and solid for me. I'm going to put Blackburn in very good then, because on the road I thought they were very decent. And I suppose if they do very well next season, we could see even more numbers. So I'll put Blackburn's fans in very good. Next up, Reading. I'm sorry, Reading. I feel like we're always being horrible to you on this channel. I do actually like Reading as a fan base. And you know what? They surprised me at times last season with their fans, because I thought they did get decent numbers here and there. But I'm trying to be level-headed, and I'm trying to balance this tier list out. And I think compared to a lot of the fan bases here, Reading are just not one of the big ones for me. Any Reading fans watching, just let me know where you'd put yourselves. I'm going to slide Reading into meh. Next up, Bristol City, a very good fan base, so they're going straight up in very good. Honestly, on the road, they are very good. They always take good numbers and they make good noise. The Bristol City fans are very passionate. I'm going to put them in very good. I'm excited to go away to Bristol next season, and I'm excited to see them at my stadium. Next up, Luton Town. Luton are going to go in very good. I'm tempted to put them in elite, but I'm going to put them in very good. I think there is some massive fan bases here, but what I'm trying to say with Luton Town is, because of the stadium they've got and the size of the club and the direction of travel they've come from, I mean, they were a National League team, their fan base is very good for where they've come from, honestly, and Luton Town are a club that I really think could get to the Premier League, and their fans will be loving that. Kenilworth Road's always an interesting away day, and, you know, like I say, Luton Town's fans are very good, so I'm going to slide them into that category. Next up, Norwich City. I do like Norwich's fans, to be fair. They're quite good. They obviously they're used to bouncing between the Premier League and Championship, so their fans will always have to go to different away games each season. But yeah, I think they're actually quite a solid fan base. Do you know what? I'll actually put them in very good. I think when you look at the numbers they get at Carrow Road, you really can't fault that. And on the road, they can make some decent noise as well. I'm looking forward to seeing a bit of Norwich next season. Very good for me. Next up, Middlesbrough. They're going straight up in elite. Middlesbrough's fans are just fantastic. Honestly, it's so far Middlesbrough from so many grounds, and they always take thousands. Honestly, a very loyal fan base. I've said something about the northern fans and the northeast fans, really, really passionate. And Middlesbrough are an example of that. Really, really good at home and on the road. I expect to see loads of numbers and loads of great support from them next season. So they're going in elite. Millwall are next. Millwall undoubtedly have a very good fan base. In terms of numbers, it's not as much as sort of Sunderland or Middlesbrough, but the noise they make and like they try to be intimidating as well. You've got to respect that. Millwall are going in very good as well for me. So too are Preston North End. Really went up in my estimations last season. I'd only seen their fan base before when we were both in League One about 7-8 years ago, and I saw them in the Championship last year. Very good fans. Let's be real, Preston's fans are very impressive, to be fair. Bring decent numbers and make decent noise. Very good. Next up, Birmingham City, also going in elite. So noisy. And do you know what? The fact that they still get so many fans travel with them when they're always just not having a great season. Their fans are just very loyal. They stand by them through thick and thin. And they are really noisy. Like I say, when they sing Keep Right On, they can be so loud. And yeah, definitely some of the best fans in the Championship. Birmingham City going in elite. They really need a team to match that fan base because they could go places if they had a better team, to be honest. Next up, Queen's Park Rangers. I'm going to put them in very good, really good when they came to the CBS last season. Obviously, they were doing very well and the fans really bought into that. But yeah, they really went up in my estimations last season as well. I'm looking forward to seeing QPR's fans next season. I'm looking forward to seeing QPR in general next season. I feel like there'll be big changes this summer, so could be an interesting team. Next up, Stoke City. I'm filling up that very good tier quite a bit, aren't I? But they're going to have to go in there. I can't put them in solid because Stokes fans are pretty good, to be honest. They take quite a few numbers. Very good at home as well. The noise as well for Stoke City can be very good. I'm going to put them in very good. Next up, Watford. Decent fan base, to be fair. I do like Watford's fans. In terms of numbers, pretty good as well. I think they're a pretty solid fan base. I expect them to have decent numbers next season. Looking forward to going back to Vicarage Road, one of my favourite away days in the Championship. I'm going to slide Watford in solid. I'm excited to see what they can do next season. Huddersfield Town are also going to go in very good. Really lopsided tier list this, but Huddersfield have to go in very good because they have got a very good fan base. Honestly, really looking forward to seeing them again next season. Like I say, I went to Wembley with them. They were very good. Saw them come to Coventry. Just in general, their fans were very impressive last season, and I'm expecting them to do the same next season. Very good fan base, Huddersfield Town. West Bromwich Albion are going in elite. West Brom were just brilliant last season. Their fan base, I mean, on the pitch, they weren't very good. But I expect if they improve on the pitch, their fans will be right with them again. And I think on the road, it really impressed me. I think they brought the most numbers to my team, which is Coventry last season. I know it's not the biggest journey, but they always take good numbers because West Bromwich Albion are a big club for this level. West Brom fans are elite. Next up, Burnley. I haven't actually seen Burnley. I think they're the only team here whose fans I haven't seen yet. I'm going to put them in solid. Obviously, Turf Moor's an away day I need to get to. I really am struggling here. Maybe this is a bit harsh. Burnley fans, don't read too much into this. I'm going to put them in solid. I suppose I can make a better judgment after I've seen them this season, but they're the only fan base I haven't seen. Hull City, I saw them a bit last season. Not bad. Obviously, when they came to us, it was a rainy Tuesday night, so they didn't bring the biggest numbers. Going away to their ground was okay. I'm going to say solid from Hull City. They're not some of the worst, but I'm not going to put them in the top categories either. Hull City have got some solid fans. Next up, Swansea City. Oh, I want to put them in very good, but it's going to be so lopsided. They are solid. I think it's a tricky one for me. I'd expect for the size of club they are, they'd have more numbers on the road, but then I factor in the fact that it's quite a mission to get to most away games. I think at home as well, they're pretty solid fan base. I'm going to put Swansea City in solid. Let me know if you agree down below. Next up, Coventry City. I think Coventry made a great name for themselves last season with their fans. Honestly, so loud, so passionate, and you can see the success on the pitch is really feeding into the crowd as well. There's a real buzz at Coventry City. I'm excited for next season. I think this is the most season tickets we've sold in, well, since we've been at the CBS, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, just really excited. Coventry fans, brilliant. I'm going to put them in elite. Next up, Cardiff City. I didn't get to go to Cardiff last season because I had tonsillitis, but I did see their fans come to Coventry, and I thought they were pretty solid. They brought about 1,000. They kept singing "Football's Coming Rome," like I say, because England had just lost the Euros final. They thought they were funny. Anyway, Cardiff, yeah, pretty solid fan base. Let me know if you agree, Cardiff fans. I feel like you might want to bump yourselves up this tier list, but I'll put you in solid. And then last up is Blackpool, a fan base I am really, really excited to see again next season. Honestly, Bloomfield Road was quite a good away day last season. Obviously, it's always quite a good away day going to Blackpool. And then their fans, like I say, they came to Coventry on a midweek game, brought about 1,000, but they were some of the noisiest we've seen. Honestly, Blackpool's fans do not shut up. They just love to sing, and that's what you want to see. Blackpool's fans are passionate, and they also have to go in elite. So then, guys, that wraps up my tier list. Obviously, you don't have to agree. What you should do, though, is get your comments down below. What would you change? If you do agree, feel free to let me know down below. Make sure you've dropped a like on this video and subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.